My name's Custom, this is the Custom Sick, this is Empty Box, and this is how we got here. Cue the music! YouTube story, blah. How did we get here? Okay, here's the story. I signed up for my original YouTube account in 2006, and I didn't really ever use it for anything other than, you know, watching YouTube videos here and there. I mean, I didn't even really sign in all that much. I just watched videos, right? Because I wasn't intending on leaving comments, wasn't intending on subscribing to anything. I wasn't. So, what happened? Here's what happened. The CustomMadness channel, the channel you are watching me on right now, was started because at work, when I worked at Custom Window and Door, that's where the custom came from, we started a blog where we were just venting about work and whatnot and specific people we had problems with and stuff. And we decided that we were going to have this really cool, like a Survivor-esque type deal where we, you know, use the channel for the public to vote off members of the thing. Blog. It doesn't matter. It never got done because the blog got found by the managers, owners / assholes, and they made us delete the blog. And then so we didn't really have a use for the channel, so I just kept it as my personal channel. And then once I started watching videos, I wanted to start making videos. But okay, we're jumping too far ahead. So right now we should go back to when I started what I call my YouTubing. Empty Box is all like, man, you're gonna tell us a crazy story. And I'm like, no, it's just a story. So here's where we go. So the first thing that got me into YouTubing as an actual, you know, YouTuber was Tom Cruise. Yeah, I know, it's weird, everything. But I mean, I don't know how many of you are around or how many of you remember, but back in like, what is it, 2008? Tom Cruise had his video, his Scientology video, like his in-house Scientology video, leaked on the internet. And that became this huge fucking deal with, you know, Anonymous and anti-Scientology and Scientology and the war between all those peoples and whatnot. And there was like all this stuff about copyright and how, you know, censorship and damn the man, shit like that. And I was like, wow, this is fucking interesting. I'm gonna watch this cat fight go down. So I started watching videos, and I was watching all those, you know, the wise bearded man and all this stuff, and the who now and the what now. So that was that. So my first subscription was to Rhett and Link, because Rhett and Link got me onto Facebook with the Facebook song. So I subscribed to them first because I was like, I like your shit. You make funny songs and whatnot. So they were actually my first subscription. So there's that, and then I subscribed to Xenu, and then that all died down. I got tired of watching that. But during that whole thing, I found a video called Boobs and You or something like that. I'll put the annotation below because it's an SXy Phil video, and it was Boobs and You. Now I'd seen SXy Phil a lot on YouTube on the most discussed, most pages, and I was like, this guy seems like a dick, so I'm not gonna watch that guy. Right? So, but I watched this because I was like, hey, I like boobs and I'm me. So Boobs and You, that speaks to me. So I was like, I watched the video, and he talked about boobs and he was all funny and shit. And I was like, hey, this man's not all that big of a, he's not such a big douchebag. He's kind of like a little bit funny. So, but I didn't subscribe. But like the next video I saw of him was a couple months later. And he did a thing on Walmart. Now Walmart had done something to somebody and fucked up their shit and whatnot. So he was, and then everybody was all like, hey, do this. But I watched that video, and then I realized that this man is consistently funny to me. So I subscribed. SXy Phil, I subscribed to, and I watched every show that he put out from then till now. And through him, I subscribed next to, was it Shay Carl? I subscribed to Shay Carl, and then after that was the Gradual Report, and then I was fucking hooked. After I watched all the Gradual Report's videos up until that point, I started to understand what being a YouTuber was, because up until then I was like every other motherfucker on this planet, And I thought YouTube was videos that people get kicked in the nuts and, you know, crazy shots and sports and stuff and what, you know, there wasn't shows, there wasn't YouTube shows, that's crazy talk. So I started subscribing to shows, and then I got up to, you know, I would watch like freaking like, what, 20,000 videos in that first year or whatever. And then, you know, I finally broke down. I said, I need to make a show. What is my show going to be? I have this channel, it's Custom Madness. I'm going to make it, you know, it's me. I'm fucking the head. So the name fits because it's madness and I be custom. So and stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a show. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna do some stuff. I'm gonna do stuff. So I started making videos. So what's my first video? New Year's Eve, we shoot the marshmallow, you know, madness, whatever video annotation here. And so I shove all those marshmallows into my mouth, and, you know, I get like, you know, 50 views or whatever that week. And I was like, whoo, I was hooked. I was like, I didn't care how many views I got, just the fact that people are watching. I mean, YouTube was made for people like me. You know, back in the day, you know, because I'm older, back in the day before there was YouTube, there wasn't any place for people like us to just do, because we're all messed in the head. And like, I don't really have I never really had a hope in hell of becoming like a legitimate entertainer, because I'm not all that talented at anything. So YouTube was like the perfect place for me to, you know, just barf all over you people with all the thoughts that I have. So there's that. And then I just started making videos, and then it wasn't until I came up with, wasn't until I was, you know, a few months back, I was working at working in Revelstoke, and I came up with, because I needed to shoot a video and I wasn't going to be able to make it home in time to render and blah and all that shit. So I just shot a video, one take wonder, and created the current format to my show, which, you know, throws in the question of the day, and then there's the customs choice and stuff. And my whole family watches YouTube videos. We go through ass loads of bandwidth because of it. Me, I watch it most because I watch YouTube shows and whatnot. My youngest daughter, she watches like cartoons and stuff on YouTube illegally, but whatnot, you know, she watches crazy amounts of bandwidth. My wife and my other daughter, they don't watch nearly as much, but they watch, you know, like a normal person would watch YouTube videos, you know, 3 or 4 videos a day, not like the 20 a day that I watch, but, you know, stuff like that. But so that's like where we are, and that's YouTube. That's how we got to the custom stick and empty box. That's how we got to custom stick and empty box, is because of Tom Cruise and Scientology and Essex Phil, the Gradual Report, and so on and so forth. This has been my YouTube story.